update on my life right now. Basically, I'm in the whole midst of everything that's going on. I'm moving and trying to scale my company. And so I have a few things that are changing in my life right now, and it's kind of crazy, you know. I think it's very interesting. To relate to my situation, you know, I'm at a point where my business is growing, but I don't feel like I'm growing as an individual as of recently. So moving out has been one of those things that I've been thinking about for quite some time. You know, I've been really debating this over the past 9 months, but the reason why I haven't so far is because, you know, one of my personal goals is to retire my mother and make sure that she can move back to Vietnam, and I purchased a home for her and, you know, make sure that she has all those things taken care of. And so part of me was going to stay at home to make sure that I do that and that she's taken care of, right? But I understand, like, I'm going to have to make some sacrifices and make some people not happy to get to where I know I need to be in order to take care of not only my mother, but more of the people and the family, and to become more of the person that I want to become. So it has been a pretty stressful, you know, time, having all these hard conversations with family and loved ones. Not only that, but, you know, going through this time period, it's something that's new for me, and obviously that's been pretty uncomfortable. But at the same time, I know that on the other side of discomfort, there's growth. I don't think this is necessarily one of those things where I've been prepared for this for a very long time. Like, with where I'm at, I think it's funny. I'm gonna end up telling my kids one day, like, you know, your dad was already making like 30, 50 G's a month before he moved out. And so, you know, like, I'm not worried about the aspect of necessarily not being prepared. That's not the case. The thing that has been making me slightly, I guess, ponder and feel hesitant to pull the trigger is, again, discomfort. I've never been out of my home before, and I've grown up in the same area and hometown my entire life. So I've grown up in Everett, Washington, literally from by the time I was 7 all the way up until the age that I am right now. At the time recording this, I'm 22. And, you know, like, for me, it feels like a big step. I've never really moved around a lot, you know. So my goal right now is to go ahead and find a place out in Vegas. Number one, just because I have a friend out there that's recommended to me that, you know, it's very nice. There's lots of people out there. It's an entrepreneurial space. There's lots of room for growth, etc. And, you know, there's lots of other, you know, big entrepreneurs out there that, you know, make me want to go out to that area. And quite frankly, I know that with who I want to become and the type of life that I want to live and what I want to be able to say when I'm talking to my family or sharing my life with you guys, or you personally, is tell you about my experiences and where I've been and what I've been able to do. So I know that this is going to be a big step in the right direction. And, you know, I know that God's been guiding me across this whole scenario, and it's been beautiful. You know, it's very beautiful, like what's been happening recently with, I feel like my relationships are getting closer with my family, and, you know, I'm excited and looking forward to, you know, growing with my friends, you know, and like being in a competitive space and environment that's completely new, and having more pressure on myself where I'm forcing myself to grow. Because quite frankly, like, yeah, I've gotten to the point where I'm doing okay for myself, taking care of my people, taking care of my team. I'm growing, and, you know, quite frankly, like, to take that next step, like, in my identity and myself, like, I want to be independent. I want to be 100% in the zone, which is not that I'm not already right now. It's just more of that extra step that I need to take. And, you know, I want to travel more, and, you know, I want to be around my friends. I want to be around other people that are going to push me, and I want to not be in a bubble anymore, because quite frankly, I'm in a bubble around here. I'm like the only person that I know that's crushing it, and you know, really out here doing something. Because like, bro, every time I go out to any of these places, if you ever been out to Washington, you ever talk to anybody out in the general public, it's always like, oh, I'm part of big tech, right? And it's freaking boring, bro. But you know, I'm pretty excited about that. There's a lot of things that I'm going through with the business right now when it comes to scaling. I've been stagnant over the past 2 months, which is frustrating, and I know that's stemming from me and my inadequacies to continue to progress. And you know, quite frankly, that's one of my that's one of my core values as an individual, is to not stay stagnant. You know, like, it's not good, especially as a man. You have to go out, you have to go and conquer, you have to, you know, do big shit, you know what I mean? So there's no way I can just stay at home and continue to not level the fuck up. And I feel like, you know, obviously it's long overdue, but I'm having to make that sacrifice, because I can't be a mama's boy my entire life and not be willing to put myself first in my own growth. Because not only am I doing this, it's not selfish, but I'm doing it for my family. I'm doing it for my people. So I don't necessarily see this as a bad thing. So I'm quite proud of myself for being able to go out and do this. And you know, I've stacked up some bread. I put myself in a good position, and you know, I can't lose. It's only up from here. And meeting new people and developing my network of strong friends and powerful people, and that's who I want to become. You know, and the next step again is continue to surround myself by big players. So you know, on that forefront, very much in a position where I want to continue to progress and be a young man that's very powerful, and looking forward to be doing that. So anyways, kind of wanted to just give a life update for the YouTube channel, let people know what's kind of going on. Again, continue to document the process. I think I'll make an update video separate from this, talking about what my plans are to build and grow my coaching business, and developing a SaaS product, a SaaS business, to then be able to exit at a good multiplier, and then transition into a passion project. Because this channel right here, my personal brand, this is more about like who I genuinely want to serve at heart. This is my passion. Like, this channel is literally for me, and anyone else that wants to, this channel is designed to provide value for the ideal audience, which is basically my younger self, right? So lots of good things coming. I'm very excited to not only build this company, build my SaaS product and company with my team, and then be able to build this personal brand that's going to be able to take myself to another level and be able to serve more people. And yeah, that's a big part of it, and being able to actually be somebody. I really a big part of me does want to have a big following on this channel. I know eventually it'll get up to the 100,000 subscribers, or you know, the 1 million subscriber mark. I know it will get there eventually. It's just, you know, continue to document the process and let you guys see from what it looks like starting a bootstrap business, making millions of dollars, and not only that, but becoming a man of character in the process, and sharing that along for you guys to be able to watch. So hey, you know, this video for myself, if you're struggling with, let's say, you know, moving forward but being afraid to hurt other people, or you know, I think the key lesson for me here is to put yourself first so that you can serve other people. Because, you know, you have to do what's best for you, and what other people want for you in your life isn't what's going to be what's best for you in most cases. You know, people, I really like this quote by Justin Waller, where, you know, love is wrapped in suppression sometimes. I believe that's the quote. But a lot of people want to hold you back because they want this specific version of yourself. And you know, unfortunately, if it doesn't align with what you want for yourself personally, then, you know, unfortunately, you're gonna have to make a move and make some sacrifices to create that vision that you have for yourself and whatever you want to do for a living, you know. So anyways, if you're watching, you want to follow my journey on me exiting and building a company, 7 to 8 figures, and you want to see what I do along the journey and the type of person that I become along the way, so you guys can watch every single step of the way, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in another video.